You have to hold a chumash, isn't that what they say? You hold a chumash and it adds 5 years.
Chumash in her little car, yeah.
I heard that's a myth, by the way. Anything to get there.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling kind of hungry.
Why don't you help Rabbi come up with
I'm feeling a little bit hungry this morning.
Are you gonna use my cane as a spoon to stir the pot? Okay, if that's okay with Rabbi.
There might be with everything else we're putting in the pot. I think it'll be all right.
Okay, all right. That's gonna get kind of interesting.
We're gonna make a stew for Shabbat. I think Mommy's saying no. Why don't we do just with our hands?
Yeah, let's use our hands before we. Yeah, there we go.
Come on over here, Sophia, next to me, right here. And you just stand right here next to me, so that everyone who's joining us remotely, wave to the camera, can sing along. We're going to need a big pot for our Shabbat stew, so we can have a nice, yummy meal.
Are we ready, Rabbi? Okay.
Put a chicken in the pot, stir it up nice and hot. Get it ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. All right, now we need something else to go in here. Sophie, what should we put in this pot? Potatoes.
Oh,
that'll give it a little bit of substance. Yeah, that's good.
Ready?
Put a chicken and potatoes in the pot. Stir it up nice and hot. Get it ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat.
So far, so good, Rabbi.
So far, so good. Now, guess what? If you're here this morning, you're going to add something to our pot. So think of what you might want to add. I can see in the back. You've got one. Right, Haley? What do you want to add? Jelly beans.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
awesome.
perfect. That's exactly what it needs. I was jelly beans. That's exactly. Most jelly beans are kosher, believe it or not. Most jelly beans are kosher. Yeah. Jelly Belly, all the major ones. Yeah.
Ready?
Put a chicken and potatoes and jelly beans in the pot. Stir it up nice and hot. Get it ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat.
So far, so good. It's looking good, Rabbi.
It's not quite there yet. It needs something else.
Yeah, something's missing.
What do you think? What should we put in there? Carrots. Put the chicken and the potatoes and the jelly beans and the carrots in the pot. Stir it up nice and hot. Get it ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Don't think just because you're sitting in the back and running the stream, you get out of adding something. Karsten, what do you have for us? Marshmallows. Kosher marshmallows. Most marshmallows are not kosher. You do have to look for those.
Yes, tell me about it.
Put a chicken and potatoes and jelly beans and carrots and marshmallows in the pot. Stir it up nice and hot. Get it ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. It's almost there. It just needs one more thing. It needs one more thing. What should we add? Bread? Garlic bread, specifically.
Okay.
Put the chicken and the potato and the jelly bean and the carrots and the marshmallows and the garlic bread in a pot. Stir it up nice and hot. Get it ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. It's almost there. I think it needs a couple more things. I think it's almost there. We need a couple more things to put in this pot.
And that's a beautiful thing about Shabbat dinner. Everyone can join.
You can always add some more. We're making our Shabbat stew. We need 2 more ingredients. Think of a food that you want to add. Maybe Mom can go first and help us out. What's something we should add into our Shabbat?
Now we got chicken, we got potatoes, we got jelly beans, we got carrots, we got marshmallows, we got garlic bread.
And some challah.
Challah, okay.
Okay.
Put some
chicken and potatoes and jelly beans and carrots and marshmallows and garlic bread and challah in the pot. Stir it up nice and hot. Get it ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Philip, what's your favorite food today? What's the food that you really want more than anything right now? Mac and cheese, perfect.
Oh, this is going to be amazing, Philip.
Put the chicken and the potato and the jelly beans and the carrots and the marshmallows and the garlic bread and the challah and the mac and cheese in a pot. Stir it up nice and hot. Get it ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Oh, that's perfect. It's going to be delicious. Let's put that aside for now.
Yeah, then we can eat that for the oneg.
I'm going to need at least 3 helpers for this one. Oh. Can I get 3 helpers? Come on up, come on up. Who wants to be candles? I saw Chaya first. Who wants to be Kiddush? I saw Sophia second. And who wants to be the challah? Awesome. Yeah. Make sure there's a challah under there. Okay. Good.
Is it there? Is it hidden?
You can use it however you normally use it. It's Shabbat do 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 do. It's Shabbat do 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 do. It's Shabbat do 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 do. It's Shabbat. Light the candles do 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 do. Light the candles do 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 do. Light the candles do 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 do. Light the candles. Make Kiddush do 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 do. Make Kiddush do 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 do. Make Kiddush do 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 do. Make Kiddush. Eat the challah do 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 do. Eat the challah do 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 do. Eat the challah do 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 do. Eat the challah. Yummy food do 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 do. Yummy food do 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 do. Yummy food do 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 do. Yummy food. Shabbat songs do 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 do. Shabbat songs la 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 la. Shabbat songs la 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 la. Shabbat songs. Ready. It's the end. Oh, I like the big arms. we might have to implement that from now on.
Jazz fingers.
Well, I hear we have an update on this week's Torah portion. I hear we have a news update from our Torah portion this morning. You already saw the news update.
Oh, well, everyone else gets to see it today, too.
Covering what matters to you.
Thank you for letting me join you, Rabbi. And good morning, boys and girls. Today we have a fantastic story. Our special correspondent today, Shira. Let's take it directly to her and get the news directly from the source.
Thank you, Kobe. Well, there's a lot happening in today's Torah portion. Spots on skin, bricks, even pots and pans. It's an outbreak like we've never seen. Thank goodness the Torah was teaching us how to take care of it and gave instructions to all the high priests to help all of us to be clean from these awful spots. With my super duper reporting skills, I was able to find the source of some of these spots. It turns out there's a thing called Lashon Hara, which literally means evil speech. Today we call that gossip. So we need to be really careful about how we talk about each other. The Torah wants us to work together to help each other and be the very best people we can be. And one way we can do that is not to talk badly about each other. We should remember what King Solomon said. The power of life and death is in the tongue. So let's speak kindly of each other. Back to you, Colby Cove. Bye!
Thank you, Shira. That was a fantastic story. Back to you, Rabbi.
You've been watching Temple Emanuel News.
Well, thank you, Shira Snai and Kofi Kof for our news update from this week's Parsha. And now that we're all up to date on the news, I need to see everybody get your bim and your bomb. Here we go. bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam, beery, 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 bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, cheery beery beery bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Ah. Ah. Shema. Shema.
There we go.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Everyone go ahead and stand up right where you are.
When do we get to 3 questions?
What's that?
3 questions. Stump the Rabbi.
Oh, Stump the Rabbi. I almost
Something
forgot
new.
about Stump the Rabbi. Have a seat.
Have a seat. We have something new.
I can't believe I almost forgot about Stump the Rabbi. This is if you would like to Stump the Rabbi, join us on Sundays. We have a special chance.
My question is, why was Israel created?
The first question, why was Israel created? Well, in proper Jewish fashion, I have more than one answer. Did you know that Israel can be a country? You've probably heard of the country of Israel, Medinat Yisrael, or sometimes called the state of Israel. There's also the land of Israel, Eretz Yisrael, which is the place that you go to, whether there's the country or not. Even hundreds of years ago, when there was no state of Israel, it was still the land of Israel. And even before there was the land of Israel, there was Am Yisrael, which is the people of Israel, and that's us. A long time ago, God promised all of the people of Israel, Am Yisrael, that we would have a place where we could be safe and happy, where we can go and pray, and everyone that you meet would be Jewish and would share Jewish values and Jewish celebrations. And that is the land of Israel and the nation of Israel that exists today. Because 200 years ago, a lot of Jews all over the world said, you know what, we got to get back to the land of Israel. We got to go there and start plowing the desert and start growing food. And that's exactly what we did. 100 years ago, most of Israel was just a desert, but if you go there now, it's beautiful and green, and there are farms and people growing food and flowers and all sorts of things. And this wonderful land that we have rebuilt just in the past 77, somebody check my math, years. Second question.
Rabbi, I have a question. Why does the Seder plate sometimes have 6 bowls and sometimes has 5 bowls?
That's a great question, Chaya. Why do we have some Seder plates will have 5 bowls? What goes on a Seder plate? Who can name one? Egg, beitza. What's another one? You didn't know it was going to be Rabbi asking you questions. The bone, the zroa. The parsley. We're going to come back to that one. The parsley is the green herb. Yes. What else? We need at least 2 more.
Did we say beitza, the egg?
We got the egg.
The shank bone?
We got the shank bone.
Charoset?
We've got the charoset, that's 4.
Maror?
And the maror, the bitter
right.
herb, that's right. We have one more that's on some plates because in ancient times they didn't know if it was 1 bitter herb or if it was 2 bitter herbs, because first you dip into the bitter herb, the maror, right? And then you dip with the bitter herb. So we didn't know which bitter herb it was, which is why some Seder plates also have chazeret, which is a second bitter herb. And sometimes people will use 2 different types of plants. One, maybe you have horseradish and romaine lettuce, and you can use one of each in different parts of the Seder. When you make your Hillel sandwich, you can use one and then the other. That's a very good question.
Good one. Wow. Nice job, Aya.
Hello, Rabbi. My question is how to spell Hanukkah.
Okay, Hanukkah. Are you ready? The correct spelling for Hanukkah is Het Nun Yud Kaf Hey. Well, now, even in Israel, did you know, even in Israel there are different spellings because do you use a vav or not? Is it malay, chaser? There are so many different ways of spelling Hanukkah because it's a Hebrew word. And when you try to spell a Hebrew word with English letters, it can get a little bit tricky. How do you make a het sound? Some people say, well, it sounds kind of like an H, so you can use an H for Hanukkah. Some people say, no, a ch does not sound like H. It's more like a CH kind of sound, like a maybe a little bit of a stretch, but it gets there. Some places even use KH.
Mm-hmm.
I've even seen Hanukkah spelled with an X.
Ooh, that's interesting.
With an X for ch, Hanukkah. You can even do the number 7.
Really?
Can be a ch sound in some types of transliteration. They use numbers in place because they say, well, it doesn't match any English letter, so we might as well use a number. You can use the number 7 to spell Hanukkah. Did you know that?
No, I had no idea.
If you go a couple miles south of here, you'll see a J or a jota more specifically.
Yes.
It's not an English J, it's a Spanish jota. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Any Spanish speakers? There are lots of different ways to spell Hanukkah in different languages, but of course, when you spell it in Hebrew, then you know how to spell it right.
Unless you add the vav.
That's right, unless you're not sure about the vav. That's all the time we have for questions this morning. I don't know if anybody quite stumped me, but those were some good questions. Those were some very good questions.
The 5 and 6 bowls was the one that was going to be
It was a great question.
I definitely did not know that one. Or the 7. I didn't know about the 7.
The 7. Oh, for Hanukkah.
Yeah,
You can do all sorts of fun things. Well, everyone, stand up where you're at.
Ready? It's a tree of life to them
that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom.
It's a tree of life. Here you go. It's a tree of
life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to them who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy.
Get ready to do some Amen Israel High.
Amen, Amen, Amen Israel High. Amen, Amen, Amen Israel High. Amen, Amen, Amen Israel High. Amen, Amen, Amen Israel High. Oh, Davinu High. Oh, Davinu High. Oh, Davinu High. Oh, Davinu High. Amen. Woo! I'm really enjoying that one. Comes all the way from Uganda. All the way from our brothers and sisters in Uganda who sing that one.
Your doorbell, Rabbi.
Oh, what was that? Who's there?
I don't know.
It's Shamir.
Hey.
Come on in. Shamir and Yoni.
Hi, Rabbi.
Hey, Rabbi, how are you today?
Today I'm wonderful. It's another beautiful Shabbat. Well, what brings the two of you by today?
It's like this, Rabbi. Shamir and I are having a disagreement. Some kids were talking about having to go to the dentist to have our teeth checked. I laughed because I don't have teeth, so I don't have to go. Then I said, Shamir better get his teeth checked. Have you seen how sharp they are? We all laughed. We didn't mean to be unkind. We were just being silly. Now Shamir is all upset because I was joking about her teeth. I don't get it.
Yoni, now everyone is calling me a monster because of my shark teeth. A monster. Shark teeth. Seriously?
But I never said you were a monster. I said you have sharp teeth, not shark teeth. Why is it my fault?
Oh, I see what's going on here. This is a classic case of Lashon Hara.
What's that?
Well, we have phrases for problems like this. Kvetching about someone, schmoozing about other people's business, being a yenta. Essentially, Lashon Hara, or Lashon Hara, literally means evil tongue. We call it gossip.
I don't get it, Rabbi. We were just talking, and I didn't say anything to be mean. What's the big deal?
Well, Yoni, gossip can start out as an innocent comment, but once someone hears it and repeats it, it can grow into a real problem. Let's break it down. You commented about Shamir's sharp teeth. Well, someone thought you said it sounded like shark teeth. And now poor Shamir is being teased about being a monster because of what you said. Yoni, small gossip can have unintended consequences, sometimes terrible consequences. It was such a problem back in the Torah times that God needed to teach us about it in this week's Parsha, Tazria Mitzura. I have an idea. Let's play a game, and it's called Telephone. Has anybody here ever played Telephone? I'm going to need some helpers up here. Come on. Come on up. Telephone is your favorite game? So the rules of telephone are this. I'm going to say one word into your ear, and then you're going to hear it once, listen as close as you can, and pass it on to the next person. So I'm going to start with Philip. Can you stay right here, and can I have the ladies go right over to this side so you can't hear what I'm going to say?
So we're going to make a line. Okay.
You're going to make a line. You're going to start over here. And the last person will say it out loud. Are you ready? You're going to listen and then repeat it exactly, okay? Okay? Now, Sophia, come on over. Philip, you're going to repeat exactly what you heard to Sophia. Philip, come on over here. Say it to Sophia exactly like you heard it into her ear. You want to tell it to your sister instead? Okay, tell it to hi into her ear, just like you heard it, and then she.
Oh, wait, no, don't go near it, Sophia.
Sophia, come on over to this side.
He doesn't want to go.
Do you remember?
But just say what he said, whatever he said.
Out of your mouth and say it as clearly as you can. Just like I said it into your ear, you're going to say it to your sister, okay? Go ahead. That can happen sometimes in telephone. When something gets passed on from one person to another, they might not remember it all the way, and then somebody has to fill in their own details. Let's try another one. Sophia, you're already here. Do you want to go first? Got it? All right. Go tell Haya. I think we need some more steps in here. So can you tell your mom? You don't have to say it, shout it out loud. Just tell your mom.
And then your mom can shout out loud.
We're going to get everybody in.
And maybe she can tell Miss Rose.
And then you'll tell Miss Rose. And Rose, come on up here and tell it to Yoni.
Mommy has stinky feet.
Oh, no!
Oh, no, Mommy has stinky feet.
That's not what I said originally. Sophia, what did you hear me say?
I heard you say that Yoni and Shamir are friends with Rabbi.
That's what I said, and we started with Yoni and Shamir are friends with Rabbi, and it changed a little bit each step until it ended up with Mommy has stinky feet. Oh, no.
Wow, that is a good example of why we need to be careful.
Well, you see how the message, when it goes from one person to another, can change into something silly or even something bad that's mean towards somebody. Yoni, I don't think your mom has smelly feet.
Wow, that was unexpected, Rabbi.
I think I get it now. I really need to be more careful with my words from now on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I lit a match and now it's a fire that I can't put out.
Thank you, girl.
Well, that sounds about right to me.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I will never do that again.
Well, as long as you understand what you did, Yoni, I'll forgive you.
I hope that we all learned a valuable lesson today. Remember, our words have the power to help or hurt, so we have to use them wisely.
Hey, Rabbi.
Yes?
Before we go, I have a joke for you.
Oh, that's great. Let's hear it.
Why did Noah go fishing?
Did everybody hear? Why didn't Noah go fishing? I don't know. Why didn't Noah go fishing?
He only had 2 worms.
Oh.
That's a pretty good one.
Hold on. I have another one.
Okay.
What time of day did God create Adam?
What?
Just before Eve.
Well, thank you for giving us a smile and a laugh. I'm glad that you two friends were able to make up and learn a lesson about starting and spreading rumors.
Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi.
Shabbat Shalom,
Shabbat
Shamir.
Shalom,
Bye,
guys.
Rabbi.
Shabbat Shalom, Yoni. Bye. Well, we always say a prayer of healing during our service. If you know anybody who is not feeling very well, who is sick or injured, maybe they had to go to the doctor, tell me their name now. I saw one hand back here. Yeah? And for everyone else, we pray. Mishabeirach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishebeirach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, renewal of body, renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. As always, we have a few announcements about things that are coming up in our community. Tomorrow morning, if you're here today, you will definitely want to be here tomorrow morning so that you can join us for our celebration of Israel. We had a question about Israel, about the land of Israel and the nation of Israel, which was founded 75 or it's going to be 76? Almost 76 years. Is that right? It will be. It's already 75 and it will be 76, I think. Is that right? Or turning 7? We'll figure it out. 70-something years ago,
70
the
plus a
state
few.
of Israel was established when all of the world came together and said, yes, the Jewish people need to have their own nation in their own homeland. And then the first Israelis, who are now Israelis, had to actually fight people to defend the land of Israel and to build it into the country it is today. And we are so grateful to have a wonderful place where we can go and celebrate Jewish holidays and Jewish culture and eat Jewish foods and pray with all of our Jewish brothers and sisters. That's Yom HaAtzmaut, Israeli Independence Day, that we celebrate later this week, and we will have a wonderful celebration tomorrow morning with all of our Sunday school students with music and food and dancing. It's going to be something very special, so be sure to be there for that. On Wednesday, we will have Hebrew school, so you'll want to be there for that. And this summer, there are lots of opportunities to lead a service. If you know the prayers, you can lead a service. We'll train you how to do it. It's easier than you might think. You can sign up. There's a link in your email, and that's the easiest way to do it. If you have any questions, give me a call or call the office during the week, and we'll get you set up. Happy birthday this week to Marek Tenser, who celebrated his birthday on Monday. And happy anniversary to Ralph and Clara Ahalel, who celebrated their anniversary on Sunday. Mazel tov to Amanda Dale for her successful dissertation proposal defense. And if you know of any simchas in the community, any accomplishments or awards, promotions, new home, birth, please let me know or call Eddie in the office during the week so we can all celebrate together. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
That's all the time that we have together this morning, which means it's time to sing our closing song, Tefilat Haderech, a song for going on our way, and then we'll join together in the social hall for Kiddush and Motzi.
May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. May we be sheltered by the wings of peace. May we be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. Amen.